The late Environmental Affairs Minister Edna Molewa has been remembered at an official memorial service at the Tshwane Events Centre in Pretoria today.
Cabinet ministers, the ANC NEC members, various churches and members of the public had gathered to honor the Environmental Affairs Minister who passed away on Saturday, the 22nd of September, after a short illness at the age of 61. Minister Molewa has been hailed as a champion of environmental issues, a dedicated activist and a mother to many.
She'll be buried in Pretoria on Saturday. Our reporter Lehana Tsotetsi spoke to some of the leaders who attended the memorial service.
A great loss indeed, the passing away of Minister Edna Molewa. We managed to get an opportunity to speak to some of the ministers, deputy ministers, and representatives of other countries here in South Africa about the loss, and this is what they said.
I experienced her as a hard worker. We would work as late as 12 midnight. I would be home, sleeping. I would receive a call to wake up so that we can engage in matters that would help serve our people better. But even when she became Premier and I was Judge President of the Northwest Province, we had a very strong working relationship. It continued when she became the Minister of Water Affairs and Sanitation, because it is through the commission that I chair, the Judicial Service Commission, that functionaries in the Water Tribunal that falls within her department are appointed. So that again brought us together. She was a hard-working, selfless public servant.
She has always been a champion of the rights of women, protection of environment, but of importance. She left us at a time when we needed her most for the unity of the ANC.
Now, this is a great loss, I think, for our country and for Cabinet. Edna Molewa was a very hard-working person, and she put South Africa on the map as far as climate change and environmental issues are concerned, and also poaching of rhinos and other such animals as well. So we wish her family well, and may her soul rest in peace.
Just, I think it's very sad, and I think we've lost one of the really best amongst ourselves, and want to say to her family, they must just accept the God's will and celebrate her great life.
She has made an outstanding contribution, not only to South Africa, but in the world. As a Minister of Environment, she played a very key role in the Paris Accord, of which everybody is happy about in the world. She is a really great loss to South Africa.
I'm here today to pay the respects on behalf of my government and my country to Minister Molewa. She's a great friend of Canada. We've had great cooperation with South Africa on environment and on climate change, and we're very sorry at her loss.
It's a tragic loss. She was an extraordinary leader of South Africa and an extraordinary partner to the United States. The kind of collaboration that we had with her at the personal level around issues of wildlife trafficking was a credit to South Africa and really served the interests of the people of South Africa.
So we're very sad, but at the same time, we must be grateful that God and the universe gave us her, and she lived amongst us, and she did all the things she did from the time of the struggle, workers' struggles, and also working for a democratic government, national, at the province. So working for women's rights in the Women's League, in the ANC. So she's been a very well-rounded and well-grounded leader.
An excellent, wise, dedicated woman who has built a lot of people around her, who has made such a tremendous contribution. And young people, I'm looking at the young men and women who are wearing this yellow and Naziga shirts. She was so passionate about this program of young people working for fire. So wherever she touched, she would turn that into gold.
Since Edna was out of this world, like I said, my last private moment was when we walked
into the reception of Hamatsila Lodge, holding hands because we had to. It was hot and we were tired. Just to hang around and wait for the president to come close the last episode of our two-day journey in November.